Hello, everyone. Welcome to those who are able to join at this late hour. I know in India it's past midnight, and I hope you guys are all having a peaceful sleep. Just if you can watch it later, you are welcome to watch it. But for those of you who are joining live right now, welcome. Just wanted to talk about a few things that are happening that we are seeing around us, and just wanted to. It's sort of kind of for me to unload a little bit of what's happening and for myself, for my own sanity. So, welcome everyone. Nia, hello Nia. Welcome. Thank you, ma'am, for joining in. The topic of the day is, as you can see on the screen, what is on your mind? That is the topic of the day because just want to see there's so many things that are happening around the world. Our awareness is increasing. We are being privy to so many things that are happening all around us, so many injustices. We're also fighting one of our longest justice battle. So Samirji, sorry Samirji, so late. So what I do is I'm a teacher, so I teach all around the world. So sometimes what happens is our schedules are all over the place because summer holidays are still going on in many countries in the world. So, Om Shanti, how are you? Very nice to see you. I was just thinking about all my Telugu friends because my mom wrote a story for a competition and she needed some views in order to qualify. And I was like, who can I approach? But I'm so happy that I can see your name and I just suddenly realized. Okay, so I just want to show a few pictures because I want to share what is on my mind because there's some things that even though they're difficult and not so easy, I just want to talk about. So the first thing is that's on my mind is okay, so let's do this. I'm going to start sharing my screen here and then talk about it. Shivani ji, welcome. How are you? So nice to see you after a very long time. Miss Patel, welcome, ma'am. Abhay ji, Radhe Radhe, thank you. Shivani ji, నేను బాగున్నానండి మీరు ఎలా ఉన్నారు థ్యాంక్ యూ I just hope I'm not keeping all of you guys who are tuning in from India just want you to go to sleep because this is a little too late. I was just here to talk about a little bit about what's going on my mind. So let me share my screen right here. So let's do this. Share screen. Okay, so this is what's on my mind. Okay, let's see. Hopefully this will open up here. Okay. Now, Shanti, what do you mean by women, women, women? So the top 3 things on your mind. Miss Patel, thank you. Okay, so the first thing is sports because I feel like are we going to forget all our Olympic golden girls and boys once we are done with Modi ji's breakfast, the whole celebrations and everything? Are we going to forget them? That is what is on my mind. I'm terrified that we might forget all the mania that we felt like just a few days ago, how we were so excited that we have some new role models, living legends that we are going to be, looking up to now. So that's what's on my mind. That's the first thing on my mind. Will we forget all the Olympic heroes who are helping us change the narrative? Whether it is boycott Bollywood. Sorry, I think I'm getting a phone call. One sec. Okay, sorry, I didn't want it to disturb us. Okay, so here, just wondering if we will forget our living legends. Media will stop covering them eventually, and we will probably get back to our old selves of just watching entertainment that is being fed to us. Is that going to happen? That is what is on my mind right now. Um, so, what is also on my mind is I was reading about all these people who have won all the medals and are doing amazing things. They have put in so much of effort, so much of hard work and dedication to be where they are. It is our biggest in 120 plus years of Olympics history. This is the best we have done as India, as Indians. So I'm really, really just honored and proud to be, part of this inspiring, visuals that I see every day. And I'm like, wow, I want to aspire to do something like this. 23-year-olds, 20-year-olds doing the unthinkable. And Neeraj Chopra, Mirabai Chanu, Ravi Kumarji. I hope Ravi Kumarji is, his city now, his town now has electricity. They come from such humble backgrounds. PV Sindhu, literally from north to south to east to west. I mean, it's just unbelievable the kind of people that we are seeing and the heroes that are emerging from all these places. I also want to talk about Vinesh Fogart, who is a wrestler, because I was just saddened when she talked about how just because she did not win a medal, she was not being honored. People were just pointing out fingers, like she did not win anything. She should have tried harder. It's just so sad and disappointing that once they win medals, we are just like ready to immediately lift them up. But the minute they don't perform according to what we aspire them to do, we just immediately bring them down. As somebody who is a mental health advocate, I was just thinking that she was quoting in the news saying that she's not really, she was really sad that Simone Biles or Naomi Osaka and all these women who were saying that they're not mentally prepared or fit enough. They don't feel fit enough to, whether it's the French Open or the Olympics, to go and do their best. They were trying to withdraw from these games because they were not feeling mentally fit. So then why can't we give women like Vinesh Fogart also a chance? If she wants to pull out of the game, or if she doesn't feel like her best, I think we should just, if anything, we should just support her and cheer her on for at least coming to that point. It's just so disappointing about some of our mindsets that are out there. So that's what's on my mind. That's the first thing on my mind. Just want to see Tripti Singh. Okay, thank you, Tripti ji. Venki, hello, how are you? So I'm just thinking about all the comments from your Twitter today, so that's why I'm laughing, Venki. Shivani, what's on my mind? Okay, so tension, a worry for fellow women stuck in Afghanistan, Pakistan. Recently saw an incident of Taharras in Pak. My mind is disturbed deeply. Not sure if I pronounced it correctly. I don't know what that is, but I don't want to know. I have a feeling it might be a little too disturbing. Sorry, Shivani ji, just so sorry. I just wanted to showcase some of the, yeah. Okay, Om Shanti ji says positive Indian women tragedies, Taliban incident from Pak. Okay, so incident from Pakistan, I think that is what Shivani ji is also talking about. Unfortunately, I did not get a chance to get a roundup on that. Nia, how are you? We've come a long way, Shivani ji, but unfortunately, some of the places in the world are just so barbaric and just unfathomable where we are still as a society. It's Is it really the lack of education or the poverty, lack of opportunities? Why are people so horrific to each other? It's just unfathomable. That is also a thing on my mind. I will just show you a picture later on. VP, hello, how are you? Okay, hopefully that is going to be the case, Tripti ji. I mean, irrespective of who is in the government or not, I'm just talking about as Indians across the world or in India. I'm just talking about the general mindset of us, that we need to be, supporting real life legends. Like, it was 15th of August. It was a very, very emotional weekend. We were showcasing so many road warriors, people who were doing walkathons all around the world in 24 hours. We showcased so many people who are just literally on the road demanding justice for Sushant. And it was just like the world is really changing, and I was thinking of all the soldiers who are literally sacrificing their lives, uh, so that we can sit here in front of a laptop and just like keep debating, safely and securely. So that was, yeah, my intention. I mean, irrespective of who is in the government, we the people must be also responsible for changing the narrative. So yeah, yes. So definitely upset about what is happening in Afghanistan, and it's just so unreal. The kind of narrative bashing and like all kinds of things that are happening. Just everybody has their own agenda, left wing, right wing, and people just get divided into cohorts, thinking that that's going to somehow help, forgetting that we are just human at the end of the day. Um, yeah, so yeah, we have, and that's what the media does, right? They cover all these Bollywood celebrities, and we think that that's what we, just because we're being fed that has become our bubble of reality. So thankfully all of us are coming out. Obviously credit goes to Sushant and the mass awakening that he has contributed to. So Shivani ji, yeah. So, Niyaji, one day we will have a conversation about this. It's not everything that you see out there. Um, it's okay. I don't want to get into any political commentary here. I really don't want to. Yeah, exactly. We're just so proud of all these heroes, and we have some new role models to look up to. So, yeah. Has come and supported the hockey team. Absolutely. I mean, there are few and far between people who are actually supporting the right narratives and who are showcasing our Olympic golden boys and girls. But is that really enough? We need to be doing more. I feel Afghan people are themselves responsible for not defending. Is America may have their motive as well. And Kiji, it's on my mind. I want to wake up tomorrow, and when I see the phone, they should be no. Oh man, every single day that's what I'm thinking. Someday I'll just open Twitter and like boom, that's it. The news I've been waiting for. Ooh, I know. That's the second thing on my mind, Venki. That's what's um yeah, absolutely. Yes, yes. Definitely they've gotten much, much more footage than we would expect in the past. So thankful for that, absolutely. And proud moment of India. The message is also changing. Yeah. Okay. So Archana is back. Ma'am, where were you? Uh, just pray for Indian subcontinent. In short, Afghanistan. Varuni Nalika says humans are unpredictable, so never know. But really hope and pray every day that right things now. Yes, thank you every morning and you. Yeah, absolutely. School, there's so many students. Okay. So many students who were trained purely for nationals and international events. Yeah, definitely the funding and how we are thinking about alternative careers or alternative sources of education and all those things are changing. So hopefully that is going to be the trend now that people are seeing that. If you chase your passion, if you follow your dreams, if you put in the right amount of hard work, and if you have the resources to take you wherever you want to go, I think. Hopefully parents are also going to start thinking in a different way. That's the most important thing, because usually uh, the biggest roadblock for any child who is dreaming out of the box is unfortunately parents telling them to try to go fit into some box, right? So um, yeah, here also, I don't know, Shantaji, where you live, but I live in America, and here also they do a lot of people go on to colleges for college sports scholarships, and there also they just finish everything in either Christmas holidays or summer holidays, and the rest of the time they're continuously practicing and they're getting better at their sports craft. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, absolutely. And the narrative is changing definitely that we are already boycotting Bollywood, and we are, it's like a cesarean is like the most feared word in dictionary or something. That's what we should be calling ourselves. Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Unfortunately, I was not too interested in his biography, but just the damage that he has done. It's fine, Indian Army. Yep. SK Mowgli ji, welcome. Back. Yeah, exactly. Nia ji, that's what I was thinking. For like 10 days on Twitter, I was like, yes, people are just, it was almost cricket, as if cricket was forgotten. I was like, yes, this is the change that we are waiting for. One PhD and one master's. Interesting. Okay. Yeah. Absolutely, Triptiji. And, thanks to that, we are all here connected because we are like now so wide awake. It's just impossible. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Ji. Okay. So, Niyaji, sorry, I did not realize that Varun was doing a space today, or was it a couple of days ago he was doing it? I think that's what you're talking about. I'm sorry if he's doing something right now. He'll be like, come on, man, you're live exactly at the same time I'm doing a space. I didn't realize that. Hopefully, he's not on space. So, but Harsh, sir, how are you? I saw your pictures. Just so grateful you went to Mont Blanc. You are being our eyes and our hearts and our feet for us. Really, really thankful for that. So happy that you marked, 15th of August as a special day for our freedom from injustice. Thank you so much for being our foot soldier. I'm thinking when I go to India, some of my family lives in Mumbai. I'm like, I'm going to park myself there and just go and visit Mont Blanc. I'm just waiting for that day. Um, I'm on sleeping mode. Okay, so Archana, that's where you are. You're on sleeping mode from social media. Okay, good. That's very good for your health. Pramodji, how are you, sir? Okay, again, this will be a topic for later on. It's very difficult to explain the predicament of Indians in the US. It's much more complex than one would be able to see. But Pramod sir, between you and me, I remember, okay, you said not to call you sir. So you said Vanga Vanga. Do you remember that? I really appreciate that comment. Somewhere recently you did that, and I really appreciate that. You know what I'm talking about. So okay, so let's see. Yeah, so the second thing on my mind, my sister and family are in New Jersey. You're asking them to come back. No, Okay, this is going somewhere else. Boycott Bollywood, justice for SSR. Okay, absolutely. Judy, how are you? Welcome, welcome. Okay, so basically, the second thing on my mind is, yeah, okay, Brahmoji knows what I'm talking about. Okay. Niyaji, some Twitter handle was sending rude tweets to Priyanka. Yesterday was a very sad day. So many reasons, but just okay. So let's try to move here. Okay, so this one. I don't want to give away the name of this gentleman who is doing this 1 year update. Tomorrow's, it's our black day. Unless CBI comes in, like, voila, we have some news for all of you SSRians who have been waiting. That will be great. But the point is, 1 year of CBI. And here, this gentleman from Surat, Gujarat, I don't have his permission yet to reveal his name, so I'm not going to be. विजया साहू जी, क्षमा करें, मेरी हिंदी इतनी अच्छी नहीं है, मैं ट्राई करूंगी. सो यहाँ पे एक सूरत से है, एंड वो पूछ रहे हैं कि 1 साल हो गया CBI नो अपडेट. सो एंड दैट इज अ हैशटैग that is trending on Twitter anyway. So CBI break the silence, and he has a black tape on his mouth, and अर्चना आके ट्रांसलेट करो यार हिंदी में. So I'll tell you why I'm moving slides. This was the second thing on my mind, Shivani. So I'm just trying to talk about this first, because it's like something that is very. I just feel like, CBI needs to answer us. We are the ones who requested them to come on board, and we, the people, have every right to, ask them what the status of the case is. So that's what's on my mind. That's the second thing on my mind. SSRians are the most powerful community in the world now. Hands down, Nia. Yeah, absolutely. So here, if you see, I keep thinking, so many narratives floating around, and we keep forgetting the main point here, that justice for SSR is the only thing that matters. And just I want this picture to stay here. It's like, Sushant Singh Rajput is a public figure. If he doesn't get justice, then how we all common people will get justice? So that is the main point here. Hashtag CBI, hashtag HMO, hashtag PMO. So many of us have been tagging everybody, requesting what the latest and the greatest in the case is. And tomorrow marks the 1 year anniversary. It's almost, it is 19th, sorry, in India right now. Yeah. 19th marks the 1 year anniversary of CBI coming on board. So 365 days is a long time. I'm sure you have other cases also, but okay, the topic is somewhere else. So this is something else I wanted to talk about. Okay. Along on the same lines, there's something else which is just as important and is. Sorry, 1 second. Let me try to see if I can. Yep. So in the morning, I was thinking about what are the about Sushant's dreams, about his 50 dreams that he had put on Twitter and he was following. And I wake up and there was somebody who was tweeting this, and she had put a question out there, and what would your occupation be if you had followed your childhood dreams? I was thinking about that and how just reminded me of all the dreams that Sushant had. And I was going to do this. Just on his dreams, I was going to talk about, there's so many things like learning to fly an airplane. And one of the first dreams that he had mentioned, and I was thinking about, when I think of when I think of any airplane, I think of that picture from Afghanistan that sure right now the entire world has seen, and just breaks my heart to think about all the people who are desperate for survival, and who are like trying to leave because of the terror that they were visualizing and facing. So it's sad. So those are the three things. Sorry, I thought I was going to post the link here in the topic. 1 second, please. If anybody wants to come and talk, you guys are welcome to. I thought I was posting this link somewhere. Hold on 1 second. I'll just post it here. Anybody wants to come and talk? Yeah, just whatever is on your mind. Basically, the idea is anything. Sushant's dreams, your dreams, what are you doing and what are you thinking about what is happening in the world right now? That's the topic here. So my top 3 things again, will we forget our real life heroes? Will we forget our soldiers who are fighting for us? And what are the dreams? Am I living my dreams? Am I chasing them? Am I living to my full potential? People who are stuck in desperate situations where survival itself is an issue, can they aspire to really follow their dreams? That is what I was thinking about, because Sushant was a person who was following his dreams, right? He was doing he was actually training for Iron Man. He was an ambidextrous archer. He was actually sending the kids to NASA. He was doing if you remember, the clapping exercise. It's just so unbelievable. It's like that 4 clap push-up thing. I'm sure you guys must have seen videos, truckloads of videos of that. And I believe he also, if I remember correctly, I don't know if it is from Mount Kailash or somewhere on the base camp or foothills or wherever, but I always see meditating in Kailash kind of a picture. I'm not sure if he had that dream is, don't remember the number of the dream, but he actually managed to do that. That's what I think, I feel like. And let's see here. Suparna Roy, Har Har Mahadev. Welcome, ma'am. Justice for Sushant and boycott Bollywood. Yep, absolutely. Those are the 2 things on your mind. And Har Har Mahadev. Okay, fair enough. Shashi Tharoor gets free and acquittal. I have less hopes on SSR case. Sorry for being negative here, but the verdict in Sunanda case was demoralizing. Yeah, I'm not surprised actually, Shivani ji. Even I felt like that, and especially when it is the first thing that you read in the morning, you are like, what is happening, right? But objectively, if we have to look at it, and something like a tool like mindfulness absolutely helps, where you're like, okay, let me anchor myself here in reality, in the facts, in whatever I can see right now. That is that case. This case is different, so sometimes it happens. Like I felt like, what is this, right? There's so many missing, like things, so many things that were so bizarre in Pushkar, Sunanda Pushkar's case, and even then, everybody can give a clean chit to the people who are closest to her. It's just unbelievable. I mean, it's just beyond, yeah, frustrating. Leena Sukhdev, justice for SSR. Yes, absolutely. It's on your mind. Um, Judy G, with the verdict of Sunanda Pushkar coming out, do you feel our justice system is working in the right direction? What impact such a system can have on SSR if the rich and powerful are in? Judy G, so this is how I look at it, right? Like as objectively as I try to look at it, honestly, okay. So our track record hasn't been that great, yes. But what can I do in my capacity? What can I do in my capacity to ensure that, okay, you guys are not giving me justice, right? You guys are not giving me what I want. I still have alternate sources to strike. What about boycott Bollywood? What about boycotting products that are being endorsed by celebrities? There's so many things where I'm going to hurt you because you're not respecting my request, right? So it's okay. So, and anyway, we were just talking about it. SSRians is like the most scared word right now, and rightfully so, right? Like because we are like choking the supply of the financial like chokehold on them. So obviously they will have to, but that is what is in our capacity, right? Yes, we will still continue, not will not be passive about what needs to be done on from as far as requesting the authorities. And this gentleman who was writing a letter to CBI and asking and demanding, hey, where is the update? How many months can this go on, right? So yeah, we will be doing whatever is required uh, legally, and but at the same time we will also be doing other things that are there in our capacity. So it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. I am moving my needle. I know a lot of people like you who are moving the needle every single day, doing whatever it takes to just spread awareness, educate, and empower those around us. So it's okay. We are all here together. So Prabhuji, please, we are talking seriously here. Come on. Uh, okay, so Pramodji ka, so his claim to fame is like he hasn't shaved or nor is he ripped like SSR. Come on, sir. वैसे तो then we cannot, like, nobody can hold ourselves under his light, like it's impossible. So you won't come live. Come on, that's like nah, that's not a valid excuse. Uh, let's say you're incomparable. Okay, so that's what you are. Yeah. Yeah, Om Shantiji, yes, there is, we will get justice, and there is, sorry, I'm still thinking about not ripped like this. Like, okay. Okay. That was really good, Pramoji. Yeah. But yeah. There is, see, the black cloud for me personally. So every day I keep waking up to some sliver of hope, like that silver lining, like a little bit good news here and there. It's okay. It's okay. Our eyes are getting wider and wider and wider, and we're getting more awake because we are finding out things about people, about Bollywood celebrities. Look at what happened to Miss Yogini Ji and her husband. It's just unbelievable. Matlab kuch bhi, right? So it's okay. We'll get there. And yeah. Oh, okay. So Kedarnath. Okay, so he was in Kedarnath. Okay, thank you, ma'am. Yeah. So Supreme Court sent a notice to Center to make CBI institution like ED. Is that what you mean? Okay. That's also Bhole Baba's board. Okay, it's in Kedarnath. Okay. Let's say, I think as long as the wars are in this brainwash. So-called one person can always brainwash the other. Okay, okay. Sundar song is the person who raised fingers. Okay. No, Shirji, I've taken over and I'm not going to allow Varun to join. Is that okay? Is that a good idea? What do you think, sir? I'm just kidding. This is just on Wednesdays. I'm doing a small time slot, so so this is where I'm hosting. So that's why you're not able to see him. And I'm sure he actually just went back from a family thing ceremony to back home. So I'm not sure if he's in a position to come online. Um, so absolutely, Tripti. I mean, it's just so bizarre. It's just, I mean, even a layperson like me can is able to connect the dots. Okay, although I hate the three words connect the dots now. I just absolutely hate those three words for whatever it's worth. Okay, let's just keep moving. Yeah, that's how the big people. And I think, so I think, his Britishers have to give us reparations and all those, his talk in the British Parliament House and all those things. He's also a very polarizing figure. And I guess people just love to love him or hate to hate him. So it's just, I mean, love to hate him. So it's just, yes, this is a fact in my life, Shivani ji. Yes, boycott Chelsea would for life. Like, there is no way, no outsider, no insider. I'm just like, if you haven't talked, if you haven't opened your mouth when it was necessary, when it was the right thing to do, sorry, yeah, I'm not going to buy your movie ticket. Goodbye. So, yeah. Um, I know. This is one thing, yes. So you'll be surprised all the movies that are being made currently are released on army and soldiers, etc. Yeah, exactly. They think that they are getting the pulse of the people and like trying to capture our attention. It's just not going to work. It's just unbelievable. Thank you, Sanika ji. Appreciate that. Appreciate your kind words. And money and power only getting justice. But the common man also has the power that we don't realize, Saramonji. That's what I keep thinking. We are just. Uh, I feel like we are just underestimating the value of our of the common man. So it's okay. We'll continue to do what we have to do. It's okay. Om Shanti ji, yeah, I know. Varun has been that's what he has been here every time we needed him, so it's okay if he can take a break. Um, yeah, exactly. We are definitely woke now. We're not going to be I was thinking about how the whole, when you're listening to some old songs or something, the literature in them, the lyrics, the meaning, the settings, just there was nothing fake about it or anything that was just for the heck of it, right? But nowadays, though, kuch bhi, every movie set is just so bizarre, out of the world, just for the heck of it. The dance, the songs. I mean, I'm just fed up now that, yeah, I'm just never going back. There's no going back. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. My personal, I am here to only, I feel like I am going to raise my voice to make the people who are responsible, their life a living hell. That's what my ultimate goal is here. So that's what I am here for. So, um, yeah, Sankaji, definitely it is disappointing, but it's okay. So sometimes it's called negativity bias, right? Like we are always blinded by what is happening around us, which we don't appreciate. But there are so many things that happen. So I want to show you the pictures of what happened. I'm not sure if you had a chance to catch up on what we did, excuse me, not we, the SSRians who were on the road did. 14th and 15th, just like so many people all around the world, um, foot soldiers for SSR just on the road. And even people like this gentleman from Surat, Gujarat, look at him voicing his, angst and his frustration for the CBI. It's our first year anniversary of them coming on board with us. So, where are the answers? Cedar Springs, so nice to see you. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for being here. Yeah, Jia Khan. I'm just happy that CBI is. I feel like listening to her. I feel like maybe things are. Even though I'm just frustrated that she has to start all over again, submitting all the paperwork, proofs that she has, and everything, like everything all over again. I feel like. Uh, Maybe things are going to move faster and in the better direction for her mama. Okay, so okay, Shantiji and Pramoji. Okay, so anybody who wants to join, please, you guys are welcome to talk. Okay. So yes, once again, just talking about all the things that are on our mind. Whatever is on your mind, you're welcome to. So if you remember any of SSR's dreams in the first place, I keep thinking one of the kids yesterday, one of my students was like, he just came out of class of Vedic math, and I was thinking about the minute I heard that, I was thinking about, I mean, anything or everything. I just hear immediately, I tie it back to Sushant, or like I tie it back to some of the words that I keep hearing. And he wanted to understand Vedic astrology, and he was just such a astrology buff, right? Like he would always like astronomy, excuse me, astronomy buff, right? And he wanted to understand Vedic astrology, the planetary motions and everything, and what they mean and what our scripture said and everything. And it's just so nice. So yeah, so just so I just want you to think about whatever you're doing, no matter what you're doing, instead of getting carried away. There's so many things that are happening right now. Afghanistan, high on our mind, and I think some of our folks here were telling that something happened in Pakistan as well. I'm not sure about what happened, but there will be things all around us that are not going to be pleasant for us to, digest, or just plain horrific. I mean, it's just so against whatever we stand as humanity, but we just have to understand that we as people have potential, and we just need to go chase it. So yeah, Sanika ji, yes, absolutely. And yeah, that's what. So for me, 14th and 15th kind of reset the whole momentum for myself, because I was like, oh my gosh, okay, so many people are fighting here. So many people are invested in this. So there are still all these warriors who believe that justice will prevail. Yes, I have company. I'm feeling so excited, and just reset the whole momentum for me personally on the 15th. So it's just, yeah. Yeah, that's a great point, Pramoji. Yeah. Actually, RDX sir is probably, hopefully, going to come back on Saturday. Uh, that is such a great question. Like, how can they stop? Like, even our sentiments, right? Obviously, they are milking our sentiments, right? Because of how strongly we feel about our soldiers and their sacrifices. That is a great question. Do they have any? Do they have to take any permissions or anything, or just from the real life heroes of whom they are taking, doing a storyline or a movie on? Or I don't actually understand how all that works. That is a great question. Actually, we can ask him. If I am there, I would love to ask him that. Or if you are able to tune in, please put that question forward. I think that's a great question. Oh my God, Trupti, once I just have to say, man, I'm just like, yes. And it's like the universe is carrying out its own justice in its own secret, silent way, right? Like it's just amazing, amazing. They're just falling over each other, tripping over each other, literally. They're running and hiding like petty thieves. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Divine justice will prevail, and you just have to trust in the universe and all our energy. Uh, these people are just, it's just, you can't even write fiction like this. It's just so amazing. Um, Sushant wanted to take a Bollywood movies to Hollywood, make his name there as an actor and producer. Yeah, absolutely. One of his dreams, Sanikaji, was to go try out in Hollywood. I think he was already making plans. There was a lady who had interviewed back like 8 or 9 months ago who he was in touch with and whom he was going to get in touch with once he lands in Hollywood to try out. Yeah, I remember that. I don't remember the name of that lady, but I remember watching. Yeah. And I was thinking about this dreams about, and one of the first things that when I was asking people what's on their mind, a lot of you had said women, and I was thinking, helping train women in self-defense was one of his goals as well. And I think he already did a workshop or something of that sort, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, it's that was one of the dreams, and just making women self-reliant, believing in themselves, giving them the skills and the tools. Yeah. So Prashant, yeah, hello sir, namaste, how are you? Okay. Okay, so this conversation is going somewhere. But yeah, so anybody wants to join, they're welcome to. And one more thing, let me do this. I just wanted to show pictures of Sanika J was just telling you. Not sure if you had a chance to see the pictures, but let me do one thing. Let me just put this up here while I look for the pictures of this weekend. So once again, I want to start with this one. That's one of my favorite ones. We were doing a small quiz back then. Anybody remembers? Does anybody remember who did this or who did this sculpture? Who was responsible and when was this made for Sushant's family? Does anybody remember that? I had asked, and somebody in the comment section had already replied last time. Aptiji, yes, yes, Promoji, yes. Yeah, I know that I'm just like, I just keep thinking it's just so surreal to see him like this, just so, yeah. Whoops, what happened to the picture? 1 second, sorry, sorry, sorry. Yeah, dude, what's happening? Okay. Whenever I open something, this is happening, guys. I apologize. Okay. Yep. So if you see this, it's just, dude, I am really, honestly, see, just want to do this. Okay. So the eyes and just the definition of his ears and face and jawline and neckline. Oh my gosh, it's just unbelievable. Um, so some of the pictures I wanted to show you are, again, one of our global protest is coming up, right? So for CBI. So in the past, this is what people have been doing, the global demand. I believe this was part of July's. Yeah, this was what we did in July, Justice for SSR, 302 in SSR case. And if you remember, this is what we did in July. Every month's protest was like, this one was a digital protest again. And if you remember this is what we did around the world. We did this. This is part of the digital protest in July, and some of our Delhi warriors. This is what they did in July. Sorry, the August pictures are coming up, I think. Where are they? They're at the bottom. Yeah. And every one of these warriors here, they print their own flyers, they print their own t-shirts, they print their own masks, they print everything with their own money. That is that is just, I mean, above and beyond the sacrifices that they're already making to, you know, um, go on the road, spend their time. Some of the warriors on the 15th, one of the gentleman's father in Ahmedabad, sorry, excuse me, Ahmedabad, his father was in the hospital. But because he had made a commitment to be on the road with the other warriors in Ahmedabad, he was there. I mean, I was like, what can you say? It just, it's just like, oh my gosh, you're doing so little, considering what these people are doing. But then they're all like, oh, it's okay, it's okay. People are just doing whatever they can. It's okay. Just continue to do whatever you can, kind of a thing. They're just so nice and kind. And these are all again July Delhi protest. And these are some of the posters. One second, I just want to get to, yes, 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 we are going to get to the, okay, somebody was sharing the picture of the room that they had created, sort of a temple. And here, yeah, this is one of the pictures. I believe Ananya, this is Ananya's pictures, posters. It is 02. And these are what we did for August, right? As SSS, this is what we did. These are all on the road, guys. Everybody who was not able to be on the road, excuse me, be live, they had sent videos and they had sent pictures to be shared. And the people who coordinated this to send us pictures and videos and everything, some of the warriors I know personally hadn't slept in 36 hours. Literally, that is the kind of, people can comment whatever they want on all the people. We are not doing enough, we are not doing this and everything, but can you imagine the sacrifices it must have taken to for them to do what they had done? It's just unbelievable. I believe at the end of the day we were in 45 cities just in India. So yeah, लखनऊ में शर्मिला जी थी शायद, या Shirmala ji, yeah. And Taiwan, oh my God, the pictures out of Taiwan. This cute, adorable little boy. Uh, if you just see the pictures. So all these flyers were made. They were like, it was just like a month-long coordination project. And it was just so inspiring. Oops. Inspiring to see Chennai, literally north, south, east, west. Hyderabad, mein, there was like a road, motorcycle rally. It's surreal, the kind of things that people are doing to create awareness. Ahmedabad, as I was talking about it. Prayagraj, mein, the first thing on the 15th, this is where we started with a puja by a very young lady, 18 or 19, and she was calling Sushan Bhaiya ke liye, I'm doing all this and everything. It's just so emotional and just so raw. In Delhi, mein, people had gotten together, Dinesh and everyone, and they did this not on the 15th, but because national security keeping that in mind, they did it on the 13th. So Bhopal, Himachal, Italy, Begusarai. And this was pretty much the theme of the weekend, right? Of August, freedom from injustice. So the continents: Africa, Europe, North America, Asia, Australia, South America. So some of the pictures from the weekend, if anyone hadn't had a chance to see them. They were cleaning up the park afterwards. They were shouting slogans. They were saying 302 is the demand. And this lady, if you know what she's doing, she's actually the one who goes to work like this, literally top to bottom, anything, any square footage that she can find on, in on her face, on her shirt, everywhere she's demanding justice and creating awareness, and this is how she goes to work. And just so inspiring. And it's a very low risk tactic. You're not hurting anybody, you're not getting into anybody's private space. It's just so inspiring. And people are watching, and people are like, okay, you're getting aware about what's happening and why people are just so passionately, a person who had so many dreams. It's just so unfair, right? So uh, once people get to know him, they cannot unknow him. So that's the whole goal here. So I'll just put the screen. Okay, you can see everything. They were distributing masks to those who did not have masks. If you guys remember, Sushant had a picture like this with little children who were selling him balloons. Just reminds me of that. Oops. Just look at the different. So I believe, hold on. This one, oops, sorry. This one is Himanshu Ji from Gujarat, Baroda. And one second, I wanted to, I believe, I don't remember the names of all the all the places right now. But they were doing some puja again. Kashi Vishweshwar Mahadev. Oh my God, one of my favorite pictures here. Jammu for Sushant. Just unbelievable. And these three young gentlemen, and they were talking about, how they were like raising their voices, and they were doing whatever they could. They did a candle thing, and they is so inspiring, and it's just so heartwarming. In spite of however they were in Jammu, in spite of whatever is happening around them, the focus with which. So once again reminds us of, like, you know, instead of outsourcing that somebody else has to do something for us. I mean, of course, we are still going to demand CBI to speak up, but are we also doing whatever is in our capacity to do? So that's the whole uh, thing here. So this gentleman also spoke to us, and it's just so sweet and so nice. Everybody who is doing this apron style, if you see, the idea is to tie these to your shirt here, kind of an apron style. Himanshuji and everybody, they do this so that they keep their hands free, so that they can hold more posters. I mean, it's just so endearing to see that idea. Just amazing. And this one, I believe, is from Rajasthan. So Rajasthan say, I have one more poster. So Tashkent say we had Amit Ji, Photon Support, who had come and talked about boycotting celebrity endorsed products, and how he was creating more awareness around that. So that was really great. This one is from Not Indonesia. If anybody remembers where this is from, so because they were not allowed to be, because it was culturally like a little bit of a taboo for them to be on camera live. What they did was oh, excuse me, Maldives. The name is right here in the middle, and I am sorry. So Maldives, say they had sent a picture because they were not comfortable coming online live, but really really appreciate the effort in spite of whatever restrictions they had. They wanted to raise their voices. Okay, so this one is from Taiwan, and this lady is actually not even Indian. She's a Taiwanese lady, and I believe it was her child. There's another picture where the baby, the child poses with the picture. So it was just so endearing to see, and just so emotional. And she is from Bengal. This lady is from Bengal, and look at her mask. Everything is just amazing, right? And I believe she was from Australia. So that was, yeah, Australia for SSR. There you go. Yeah, it's on her iPad. And look at the ingenuity of people who are just like, okay, मेरे पास paper नहीं है, मेरे पास ये नहीं है, मेरे पास shirt नहीं है. तो क्या हुआ? She's like, iPad say, she picks up the poster and she's like posing. Like, it doesn't matter. Oh, what are you doing? What are you doing with the resources you have, right? Like, that's the whole point here. And yeah, so 43 countries near ye cities. One of our SSR warriors had a typo here, but 43 cities that they participated. Okay, so it's just breathtaking to see people, not just talking the talk, but walking the walk. This gentleman, he actually has like a kind of a statement like Nia in Hindi, though. Kind of summary like, if you really want justice, then you have to fight for it. You can't wait for anybody else to, come and. So, and he's tagging the PMO and HMO and all that. So, I don't remember the exact words, but if anybody remembers them, please, by all means, you're welcome to come and. Dinesh ji had read it out that day on the live. ये रवि जी है. I think he's from not Haryana. Hold on. Somewhere near Gurgaon, I believe. Not exactly sure. The idea is to get onto the roads and like wherever people are there, trying to create awareness, right? That's the whole idea here. A lot of videos. I believe I'm not sharing the audio here, but so this they're just like everybody is doing all these walkathons, just trying to do low risk things so that they don't get challenged by any authorities out on the road, or like the little kids in Gujarat who were participating, just so amazing. And yeah, these gentlemen from Jammu. There was a lady from New Jersey, from Lucknow, Shimla ji. So many people. Just okay. So just wanted to see. Just reading some of the comments here. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I think Simp. Yeah, he's every day we're talking, and every day we are like obviously thinking about how we can fight for his justice and everything. So obviously he's not gone anywhere. I believe. Hold on. Yeah. Excellent. Yeah, that's a great point. Niaji actually say. So yeah, he's, and he was not somebody who was like somebody who was a threat, or somebody who was like a bad person, right? That is the problem. Like, okay, even if you think that like that, but for SSR, it's just like, how can it happen to a person like him? That is the problem. And she's doing a very low risk tactic thing by spreading the awareness. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, hopefully it is reaching the agencies. Triptiji, yes, absolutely. Yeah, my mom is also like, wow, how long will you guys fight? And we keep having this conversation. And I'm like, we SSRians haven't really talked about that, mom, but I guess we are going to fight for as long as it takes. That's what I keep telling her. Yeah, I think Sanakaji, the thing is, even his sister was saying, right? There's too many people who are involved, who are not allowing authorities or people to do their job the right way in a timely fashion. I believe that is the main problem here. That is the main chokehold here. It's okay. It's okay. We'll continue to do whatever it takes to make their life a living hell. Whether it is memes, penguin memes, or whatever it is. So whatever it takes, we'll do it. Low risk tactics. We'll continue to do whatever it takes because it has to be scalable and sustainable. So that's what the road warriors were talking about. They're planning to scale up their efforts of creating awareness. More and more people, especially in South, where I am from, there's not a whole lot of awareness because there's a lot of nepotism even in the South, and all these people like Rakulpreet Singh and Tamanna Bhatia and all these people are coming down south, and they are bringing all their BS even to the south. So there's so much work to do, and so we have to just it's okay. We'll work in a sustainable way, scalable way, and continue to do whatever it takes. Because what is the alternative? The alternative is not doing anything, right? Like that's not even an option. So yeah. No, your questions are very valid, Sanakaji, and you are actually saying what is on everybody's mind, to be very, very honest. And that is also on my mind, honestly. Just getting frustrated some days, but think of what is the alternative, right? Yeah, exactly, exactly. And Tripti ji has a very valid point. It is not a very, very plain out there, open kind of a thing. A lot of things. It's like such a deep net and web of things that to unravel it, untangle it, it's going to take a lot of time. So, yeah, yeah, absolutely. So, Hiriji, hi, welcome, ma'am. How are you? Uh, that is the $1,000,000 question, so LAG. I wish I was a fly on the wall in their building. That's what I can say. Yeah, Panigraham Mahuaji, how are you? Um, it's like, yeah, it is literally you and I know what is happening, right? And if we can just get a official confirmation on our thoughts and our questions, I think that will be great. But that is the whole. Okay, so let me put that thing back up. What is on our mind. So that was the whole theme of the day today, and what is on my mind was, once again, I'll wrap it up a little bit here by sharing these three things. So one second, sharing. Let's see. Okay. So let's do this. Okay, can you see that? Okay. So this is the first thing on the mind right now. It is the 19th in India, and CBI. Where are you? Right. So that is the first question. Whoops, what happened to my picture? One second. One second. I need to figure out how to do this, man. It's the picture always keeps closing. But anyway, so just let's do this. Hide this and try to understand what's on your mind. It was the topic of the day. And the first question is CBI, where are you? Is the question. That's what's on my mind. Uh, That's why I actually started this. The second thing is, the picture of the flight from American military flight from Afghanistan and the young men hovering around it. I was thinking about, we all are familiar with SSR's 50 Dreams and how he was chasing his dreams. And I was thinking if it was possible for anybody going through a crisis, a humanitarian crisis as bad as Afghanistan, can children there or the youth there, can they aspire to follow their dreams? That was what is on my mind. Uh, just can't even think more than that. So the third thing is we have our heroes right now, thanks to their efforts and their actions and their performance on a global stage. Will we forget them soon? Will we go back to our old ways? Those are the three questions on my mind. Okay, so I would like to end here. Anybody else wants to say anything? Thank you for everybody who has joined. And sorry, it's very late in India. For those of you who are joining in, I really, really appreciate the footage. And let's just keep doing what we're doing. And one day we will know the truth. We all know the truth in our hearts, but one day we will all share that. Thank you so much, guys. Until next week, I have to say goodbye. Thank you.